Hello. Nick's got a beer this week. He's feeling his beer.
I'm not, unfortunately.
Oh, no? Welcome to Not a Problem Podcast. This is our official episode 4.
Indeed.
I feel good about that.
Me too.
That's several weeks straight.
It's going quite well, I think.
Well, we say quite well, but that might be
Bias.
contraindicative of the truth.
Yeah, this is probably pretty shit, but we think it's cool. I think it's pretty cool. And that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Kind of.
We've been rolling steady. I think the goal here is to just kind of continue and maybe let this grow into something way different from the first couple podcasts, but
yeah,
the only way to get there is to continue.
We will establish a reason for this podcast. There is no reason at the moment. We just wanted to do it, which is cool.
Which isn't a problem.
It's not a problem, dude.
No, it's not a problem. Hit that one.
Not a problem here.
Not a problem.
You probably couldn't see me. I'm not even sure, but oh, and the sun is gone, and this is automatically super dark.
Does it compensate that quickly?
I mean, I had it on auto ISO, which means it would, but it wasn't enough of a change, so I brightened it up a little bit. The sun is going to come back out, I'm sure.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the date of this filming and recording is April 24th, 3:59 p.m. Beautiful Saturday. The reason we're not outside right now is because we're podcasting.
It's also hot as fuck.
Hot as fuck. But
and I don't do heat.
I brought the trunks. Yeah, and the shades. So we'll go outside and have some sun and the fun later on.
Yes.
And then tomorrow we're going to the beach. We're going to get some of that toxic sludge all up in our pores and then hopefully hit some red tide.
Hopefully get some red tide, some toxic, like you said, some toxic waste up inside this face. You know.
The face pores.
See if I can get some mutations going on. You know.
Maybe you'll get some government assistance with some face mutations.
They'll finally pay for some shit, dude, to help me out.
Do you have face mutations? Sign up for our program.
Fucking what was that? what was it back then? Did you inhale asbestos and you now have, what was it?
Nasopharyngioma? I don't know.
Wait, I mean.
Attention. If you or a loved one was diagnosed with mesothelioma.
That's on the right track.
I feel like that's one of the words.
Mesothelioma or mesothelioma.
I think it's with an N.
Neso? No. It's, oh my God, what is up with this fucking...
Oh, the sun?
This fucking sun,
Is
bro.
it messing that bad with the
I just
camera?
keep going up and down with the brightness.
I guess that's your job right now.
Thelioma. I don't know.
I think it's with an N. Mesothelioma.
No, it's M. Mesothelioma. Cancerous is the most common form. I can barely read. But yeah, so it's bad. Do you suffer from mesothelioma from inhaling asbestos? You may be entitled to compensation.
How about that guy that's like just younger than your grandparents? He's like, do you have trouble hearing? Come check out Autobell. Autobell Hearing is the latest and greatest in nanotechnology, and they're putting little tiny Tesla brains in your ear. Are you turning up the TV and is your family yelling at you? Try Autobell.
Is that the actual name?
Autobell.
I've never heard of Autobell.
Not like Autobell, but yeah, Autobell.
Is it like Audible? Like Audible, or is it like
Yes.
auto, like a car?
No, it's Audible.
But Bell?
But they put some sort of
twist
on Autobell. Autobell, yeah. Audible.
But it's spelled Audible?
I've said that word too many times in the past 1 minute. I don't know how it's spelled, but...
Because I'd be like, that's it's with, Audible by Amazon, so there's no way it can be called Audible.
It's basically the latest and greatest in
Audible.
and hearing aid technology.
It is spelled Audibel.
Audible?
Audible.
Audible?
When it comes to better hearing, everyone deserves an edge.
Deserves an edge.
Simply our best sounding hearing technology.
When it comes to No Nut November, everyone deserves an edge.
You're damn right.
You're welcome, Reddit. I'm not embarrassed by that statement at all.
No, not at all.
That was pretty good.
No, that was a good transition right there from Audible.
Yeah, to Reddit.
To jerking off.
Well,
you went from old people with hearing loss
I
to
don't
jerking
know.
off.
I don't know. So
Or to no jerking off.
before we started, I hopped over to Reddit on the main page to just see if there's anything interesting. And the first topic I see on the main page, or the first post I see on the main page, is an Ask Reddit subreddit post. And those can get kind of weird.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, ask Reddit, why is your credit score so great, and how'd you get it there, or whatever.
Yeah.
This post says, what is the most toxic thing a parent can say to a child? And before we dive into the post, let's like break it down ourselves. Like, what do you think's the most toxic thing? What would your answer be to
Like the
that?
absolute most toxic thing?
Yeah, like, well, what if you wanted to say something to a kid that's like not completely insulting? I don't know. Frame it however you want, actually.
I mean, this is all subjective and it's based on context. But like, if we're just like surface level kind of stuff, I mean, I don't know. Like, how old's this kid? You see, like, I want to know, is he in?
Let's just say let's say the kid is 8 years old.
8 years old.
And let's say even it's not, well, it says parent. A parent can say to a child.
Give me some examples because I know some people answered, and I want to bang off their answers because I might think better with help. As
well, where are you leaning?
That sounds pretty stupid. I'm looking for something that's like a parent is saying it to their kid, and they don't mean it in a bad way, but it's like suggesting something, and the kid will know because obviously it's going to be forward. I'm not thinking something like, I fucking hate you, son, or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something that the parent doesn't really mean to be super bad, but it is, just based on the context. So I'm trying to see what they...
Well, right now the number one has 14,000 upvotes. It's kind of like fishing for compliments, in my opinion. It says, quote, I'm going to throw myself off a building. You all hate me anyway, end quote. And 100 variations of that.
That's what the parent said to the kid?
Yeah.
The fuck? That dude pulled that from his experience.
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay. One. See, I thought of it for a second. It's not that bad. It's not on the same level, but if in the same type of context, you know, a mother or father saying, you're going to miss me when I'm gone.
I use that on my girlfriend all the time. Yeah, dude. I think I just did that this week.
Yeah, it's
not in that same sense. So I don't remember what it was, but like I asked for a favor, or she was making fun of me, or something like that. Let's say it's a combination of the both.
Both.
I'm like, what if I just don't wake up tomorrow? How would you feel about that being the
yeah,
last
but
thing
you see, like, it's not your child. It's not your adolescent child.
Yeah.
So like your 8-year-old child might kind of take that seriously if you say that. Like if they were playing video games too late and they had to go to school tomorrow, you know, and the mom comes in and goes like, you might be mad at me for doing this, but you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. What if I die in my sleep? The kid's gonna cry, bro.
Yeah, that's toxic.
That's pretty bad.
That is toxic.
Depending on how the kid is in their relationship, but it's pretty bad.
It's a lot easier to be toxic to a kid than it is to be toxic to an adult, because people that you know and that know you, they know you're being kind of goofy.
It's easy to roast a fucking kid more than an adult. Kids are pussies, dude.
Yeah, the subreddits that are like kids are stupid, where it's kind of sarcastic, but kids being kids, those are my favorite.
Yeah, I mean, kids are kind of dumb, dude.
Kids are dumb.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to say this is the most toxic thing you could say, but
yeah.
I don't know. Just making a kid feel bad for existing is probably like the most toxic thing you could say.
What would you say though? Like, I was thinking the same thing, but I couldn't think of an actual phrase.
Well, I knew my sister was planned when it came to like her being born and pregnancy and everything like that. I've been told, not to throw in my face, or at least from what I know, that I was not planned like my sister. They call it an oopsie baby or whatever.
Yeah.
I fall into that category. So, and I know that my parents love me.
Me too.
To death. You were also unplanned?
I wasn't like planned like my brother was.
Yeah.
I also, and my mom or dad will like be like, I love you. I was supposed to be a girl, meaning they wanted a girl. Nikki? After Nicole and Nicolette. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I was supposed to be a girl, and yeah, Mom, I was supposed to be a girl, and she says I'm the girl she never had. That's the worst thing a parent could say to his son.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, let's bring it out, you know?
I'm just joking. That compliment's fine. I like that compliment.
Yeah.
I'm glad I could be the girl she never had. She just says that because I go shopping with her, or I used to go shopping with her. I think. I think that's why you said that. And I used to like to buy clothes. Now I just buy 10 black and gray T-shirts, and that's all I wear.
I think I have that same kind of colored shirt.
I do like this type of gray color. You know, cheap price. No, it's H&M. H&M.
Oh, nice.
They sell basics. This is a long fit basics T-shirt, and I got a pack of them. Shout out to H&M. Thank you for the sponsor today. Sponsor today, H&M. Go to H&M.com and use code NAPP for nothing off your order of $100 or more. And thank you again, H&M. I appreciate it.
And again, that's H&M.com /NAPP.
It'll bring you to nothing. But
yeah, I think anything that makes a kid feel bad for being around is probably the worst.
Yeah, they feel like they're a burden to their parents.
This is why we wanted to have 4 kids instead of 5. This is why we wanted to stop at 4. You know,
you weren't planned. We didn't want you. We love you, but we could have been in fucking Jamaica right now.
Yeah.
But you're still in high school and you're failing. all your fucking siblings are in college succeeding, and you don't know what you want to do.
But that's not a kid, though. Really, that's
it's still a child. It's a child. You know, you're living with your parents. I just said younger because it'll affect them more. You know.
I don't think you need to have an idea of what you want to do when you get older until you hit high school. Like if you're 13 and you don't know what you want to do, that's fine. Even if you're 14 and you're a freshman and you don't know what you want to do, that's still fine.
I still don't know what I want to do.
Yeah, right.
And I also didn't know the entire time of high school. I had an idea of what I would like to do in life in general, but like career-wise and everything, like people were preparing for college in freshman year and shit. Or
did that make you feel bad? It made me feel kind of
bad. It made me feel bad.
Yeah.
I confronted my mom and my parents about not wanting to go to college, and they were extremely understanding. You know, I appreciate so much how they because I was terrified. You know, I was terrified of them being like, well, you know, you got to go to college, or we want you to go to college, because I was not bad in high school, but I just didn't apply myself. I was just coasting. You know?
Same, like
coasting.
You have values that make you intelligent and at least I'm speaking for my own terms, like applicable when you need to be, but at the same time, it's like when you don't apply yourself, you can easily slack.
Yeah, it always started that. Actually, I'm trying to think of the way it went with my grades. It either started kind of good, and like I'd get my report cards and I'd show, and they'd be A's and B's, and then I would just slack, and they'd end up being like B's and C's near the end of the year, and then it would just be like that every single year, and yeah, it was weird. I never really, when I look back to high school, it was so easy in the context of just like I didn't do homework at home,
do the stuff,
and I didn't do like I don't know. It was weird. It was really easy. So if I applied myself, I feel like I could have done pretty damn good in terms of a great GPA or all this kind of stuff and whatever. But I don't know. I was just focused on other stupid things. Like always wanted to go home for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah. My last 2 years of high school, I always left at noon because I had OJT, which was a period to go and work.
Yeah.
I didn't always work.
But you still had the OJT period, of course.
I fudged the hours. Yeah, I was there from 8:30 to 12.
That's it?
Last
it's not bad,
years.
dude.
Yeah, I know.
So I had culinary for 4 years, and most of that is not bullshit, but like I got a decent friendship with chef, you know, our chef. So I really didn't do much. He thought I was graduating when I was a sophomore. He's like, well, I'm not going to see you next year. And I'm like, why not? He's like, you're leaving, right? You're graduating. I was like, chef, I'm going to be a junior next year. He's like, what?
Is this guy drunk?
No, but he was a little weird. He's pretty weird. But I was basically like a manager in that class from junior year to senior year. I just oversaw the making of breakfast, all the biscuits and eggs and bacon.
Nice.
And then, I just kind of...
Does the school pay for that?
All the food? Yeah, I'm sure it's all in the budget for all this. We made breakfast biscuits and stuff that were like egg and cheese and just egg and cheese, and then bacon, egg and cheese, and then there were sausage, egg and cheese. So all the freshmen and the younger kids made the omelets, and they were taught how to like flip the omelet.
I don't know how to make an omelet.
You don't know how to make an omelet?
I know how to throw eggs and vegetables into a skillet with eggs.
And just kind of make a mash, kind of like a thing?
Like a mash, but I don't know how to make an omelet.
It's not hard, dude. It's really not. There's many different ways, but yeah. But yeah, we taught them how to do that. And then we'd put them on a cart, and we'd push them around in first and second period and sell them to people in class.
That's badass. No one ever did that in our school.
Yeah, dude. You'd knock on the door and you'd go in and you'd ask the teacher, like, hey, do you mind if we sell quickly like some of these? Because it helps the culinary get extra money, you know? And so some teachers would be like, get the fuck out. I'm teaching. I don't fucking know.
My lesson is important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or then, you know, some like computer class, like she was really close with the culinary team and everything. So she'd be like, yep, come on in. And like almost all of them would be gone in this one class. And usually we wouldn't make more, so people would be fucked. But
So they're just
they were
starving in computer.
they were really good.
Yeah.
Like sandwiches were really good. The biscuits were great.
That's awesome.
Bacon were made in these big convection ovens.
Yeah.
Just perfect crispness every time.
I just remember being in high school and I never thought that culinary was useful, you know. I remember people talking about being in culinary, but maybe the school you went to it seemed like a little more involved with the students and the rest of the school.
It was surprisingly it was actually a pretty good program. They also had bistro Thursdays for seniors to where the culinary class around the lunchtimes, the 3 lunch periods, would cook like pretty good like Cuban sandwiches and kind of other stuff. And
You need those glasses, dog?
well, it's gonna be hitting me soon.
What are you talking about? It's over your shoulder.
Is it?
I think it's on the back end stretch. Boom. There you go.
Oh, it's so bright.
Now you look like a person.
I liked my hidden identity there. Now I look stupid.
Unmasked singer this week.
It's me, guys. Sorry. But no, Bistro Thursdays, only seniors could go. And there was a separate room off the kitchen. And you'd go in and you'd buy food from culinary and just eat in like a bistro.
Awesome.
So there's pictures of me in senior year every Thursday with a group of my friends. And it was like a bit that I did that we take a picture every Thursday. And I would just be in the back, miserable. So everyone's smiling. I'm just like, just not smiling.
Why are we so miserable?
Because I created my own like sadness. Like there was no reason for me to be so upset.
Were you in the misery
about
business?
being at school. I was in the misery business. Great song. Yeah, I don't know. I was just like, I always wanted to go home, and everyone knew that. And
Everyone wants to go home in high school.
but it was a bit. I wasn't actually upset, you
Yeah.
know. And but it made for a lot of funny pictures because everyone's so happy. And there's one where I look like I'm in pain. I'm like, and I look back, and there's a few on my Instagram, and it's funny. So good times, dude. Yeah, culinary was cool. It was.
That's cool.
Sorry, your school sucked, but
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of FFA. I went to do to more of like a country school. There's a lot of FFA involved there.
I mean, we had FFA. Like, it was pretty big there too, but I was never part of that. So
I feel like some of the kids lived and breathed FFA.
are they now?
They'd go out there and spit and dip and hang out with, I don't know, I think one of the guys' name was Sturgis. Never met Sturgis, but people would call him Sturgis like it was their uncle.
Are they now future farmers?
Who knows? Actually, you know what's really cool? I did go to school with a guy that I just recognized his face. I never knew his name.
Mm-hmm.
But his face was pretty memorable. And I went to a blueberry picking, you pick sort of field probably 3 or 4 years after high school. And he was out there running. It was either his family's and he was just in charge of it, but he was the guy. He's like, yeah, here's your bucket. Go ahead and just go pick. And once you fill this, come on back.
Damn.
I was like, geez, dude. Yeah, that was one of my first instances
Pretty interesting.
after high school where I'm like, oh, shit. People are doing shit after high school.
People are actually, they got jobs. They're doing maybe what they were planning on doing. You know.
They had a plan.
I don't think I've even had that experience because a bunch of people from high school are just doing stuff, but not stuff that I remember them talking about in high school, like real estate agent and other stuff like that. Like everyone's that I'm still friends with is pretty successful, which is cool, but nothing that I remember them talking about or going to school for, you know? It's weird. Unless I talk about the college graduates, which, a lot of them went to college and now they graduated, now they have a job, which is cool. Mm-hmm. That's a cool thing, but
they're also in debt a certain amount that they probably wouldn't like to let you know.
I'm sure some of them are, and then I'm sure some of them either had some, a lot of scholarships, because I know a lot of super smart people that I went to high school with that I'm sure got some help with those. But yeah, of course, student loans are Garbaggio, dude.
They're the trap.
Garbaggio.
They really are the trap. I mean, whatever happened when college started becoming a thing to now, to where it was just like the normal thing to go to school and get a degree. And not that there's anything wrong with going to school and getting a degree and coming out with debt to get a job.
Yeah.
But it just became the norm to go out, get your degree, and take on, 50, 100, 150K worth of debt so that you could start your life and jump into the world of
Yeah, it's weird that you got to spend that much money to like get some of these degrees to make it's just weird, dude. Like I looked into a photography degree from the Art Institute in Tampa back when I was way before I was even a photographer at all, at least professionally. And I was like, maybe I should get some sort of like accreditation to show to people, even though that's not necessary at all in being a photographer. But I was like, I don't know, like maybe I need to go to school. And I looked it up, and for 4 years, for a photographer degree is over $100,000 at the art. I know it's not a university, obviously it's a art school, but $100,000. You look up any photographer salary on any job board or anything, it's going to be like $40,000. So I'm going to spend $100,000 to get a $40,000 job. That's nuts, dude.
Even if you pay $5,000 to $10,000, which $10,000 is a lot to pay off a year. Even if you pay $5,000 a year, that's still like lots of years. I don't want to do the math right now, but it's still a long time to work on that. I mean, I was looking into the physical therapy assistant programs when I first started where I was at. I'm like, okay, how do I increase my income with where I am? And it requires you to have an associate's in science. So that's going to HCC and maybe spending $10,000 at the most, maybe $5,000, maybe less. But then you still have to go to like an accredited school that teaches these programs, and you're gonna spend $50,000, $45,000, like $45,000 if you want to go in and be a part and get a bachelor's in some of these specific and specialized programs. That's crazy.
You need a bachelor's to be a physical therapy assistant?
Be a physical therapy assistant.
Because now you need a PhD, right? To be a physical therapist? Or do you need a master's?
You can have a master's, but there are certain things you are limited
you
to.
Can't do?
Yeah.
Because that's great. Because Michaela, my girlfriend, her mom is a physical therapist. And she's been one for a long time.
Yeah.
And I remember like a couple years ago or something, she's like, yeah, change. You need to go to school now for X amount of years or depending on how long it takes. And I'm like, that's nuts, dude.
Blake Stone's mom, shout out to Cryptid on Twitch. Blake Stone's mom owns a physical therapy clinic.
Oh, really?
And I'm pretty sure same kind of schooling, I mean, I don't know if it was different.
Yeah.
She's maybe mid-40s or mid-50s, but same kind of thing. Yeah, you have to have a ton of school.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely increase the amount of school you need for it now.
But for good reason.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that you can learn after your education that apply to more of the on-the-job training sort of things.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the opposite. I feel like if you learned more from being on the job and then a lesser percentage with classroom, that probably wouldn't be the best mixture. I think you gotta learn the very, very fine details of what it is on human anatomy and then learn how it actually is in a clinic.
Yeah, no, that's true. No, I get it. It makes sense for sure. So it's not like a crazy change with the amount of school, but
can't have one without the other.
No,
but I think that the clinic setting and the school setting and the education setting with physical therapy is more important in the earlier stages than the on-job training.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. It's just, I don't know, schooling in general with how much it is, it's just crazy, dude. I always joke around and say it's a scam. It's a scam. Like
it can be a scam.
If
you don't know what you're doing,
100%.
and you don't know what you want to do, and you're following the line of sheep that are in front of you, yeah, it is a scam. But if you do know what you're doing, I mean, I'll be real. Sorry, Maggie. Back when I was single and on Tinder, there were people that would update their stories when Tinder had profiles and kind of like Snapchat, where you can.
Did they have stories?
They had stories.
Dude, I haven't been on obviously Tinder 4+ years, but even before that, I wasn't on it too much. But
Dude, you were on like 3 months before me.
Yeah.
So they would have stories,
Mm-hmm.
and I had a couple of matches or whatever, and they would put on their story like, thinking about changing my major to this.
Dude.
And there were like 2 girls on there that would actually just kind of update and say, think about changing my major. And it was so strange how they were very similar in their posting.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were, trying to have some sort of common ground and conversation, but who knows? Like, there were still people that were out there spending time and money on a major that maybe they were eventually going to change, which...
Dude, it's crazy. Changing your major, depending on what it is, like, obviously there's some that you might need to take 1 or 2 extra classes, which isn't a big deal. But some people change their major to something like they're eliminating all their previous schooling.
Oh, really?
It's like let's say you're 3 years in, 2 years in, and you're like almost done with your bachelor's, and you're like, well, I don't want to do this anymore, so I've been thinking of this, and I'm going to switch. And it's like all your credits
Starting
are
over.
null. Yeah, like in some cases. Michaela changed her major from nursing to social work. That's a pretty close one. There was a lot of overlapping there, which is good.
I know Michaela would be a good nurse, but at the same time, nurses have such like a... They're so proud to be nurses, dude. They're so proud to be nurses. It's like...
Hey, man, nurses are
heritage
important.
and nurses.
They're important, dude. But yeah, everyone, if you're a nurse,
Mm-hmm.
everyone knows you are.
Oh, yeah, because you got a bumper sticker.
Everyone knows you
Or a sticker on your car.
Or you just upload 4 stories a day on your Instagram or Snapchat in your scrubs.
With the things hanging around, with the
Whatever. The stethoscope?
stethoscope.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
They're so proud, dude.
Which they should be. But yeah, no, I get it. I know what you mean. But yeah, she switched and thankfully it had overlap. It didn't, she graduated early, which is awesome. Like earlier than 4 years or whatever it was. And yeah, so social work, which is another great thing to major in. Obviously, it's a really good field, but yeah, not as lucrative of a job as.
Well, it can be.
Oh, it definitely can be. It's just
Yeah.
obviously, nurses can make a decent amount of money right out of school. I don't even know, honestly, depending on where they get placed. But
Whenever you get opportunity to work on holidays or work in overtime,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like some of those opportunities are presented pretty often. That's an opportunity to make, time and a half.
oh yeah,
Or, I'm sure with COVID, there were opportunities to make even more because of state of emergency and stuff like that.
Being a nurse,
Yeah.
dude, nurses were getting obviously sent to certain hospitals depending on where they needed to be. They were getting hazard pay. A lot of these people were getting paid I feel like triple their hourly rate or quadruple their hourly rate for a certain amount of time. It was almost like a contract position where they were going. That's fucking nuts, dude. And when you think about it, it's not worth it when COVID was at its worst and all that kind of stuff, like working in a hospital. But look at all the money you could make in such a short amount of time. It would be kind of hard to deny that offer,
Why? What makes you say it wasn't worth it?
I'm saying depending on how the person felt about working in a hospital that was basically only for these COVID patients,
Well,
that's where they'd have to go.
turn it down if you didn't want to do it.
That's what I mean. Depending on if they wanted to do it, that's if they think it was worth it or not. I think it would be worth it because of all the extra money, but...
Well, early on, no one knew.
Mm-hmm.
I would say most nurses, if Michaela went out there, boom, and was on the field and was graduated for a year and then all of a sudden goes right into this crazy COVID times, she would be more well off than someone who's older with more pre-existing conditions.
Yeah.
So the risk is lower for her to get COVID or get sick or anything like that. But well worth it if you're young and
absolutely. That's kind of what I meant. Yeah. It depends on the situation and how the person personally feels.
But before we found out a year later that what we know already, it's like walking on the fucking front lines of military war almost.
Yeah, it's bad, dude.
I remember that.
Yeah. No, walking on the front lines of war? You remember that?
No. I just remember seeing a lot of the nurses that would post and they're like, coming off my 24 or 40-hour shift or whatever, and they just looked horrible.
Yeah.
But it was, at the time, it was like the biggest fight
Oh, yeah.
that we've ever seen.
It's rough, dude. But, they were making a lot of money, at least somewhere that were placed in certain areas and stuff like that. It's like hazard pay in the military, like I said. Yeah. You're in a place that's dangerous or you're putting yourself in harm's way, they're going to pay you more, obviously.
Yeah.
You need some sort of incentive to do that.
It's kind of
aside from your duty to be a nurse or whatever, you know.
And your ethics of it. It's kind of like being on deployment almost. All right.
No, I mean, if you're like deployed to this hospital that you don't normally work in,
Yeah.
that you don't normally work in, you know,
Yeah.
it might be a little bit farther away from your normal job, but you're getting paid more. It's more dangerous. It's a different environment. You're dealing with shit that nobody knows the fuck's going on. Like, yeah, dude, you're deployed.
Nobody.
You're active duty nursing squad.
Yeah.
Dude, it's serious, man. It's
60
crazy.
pounds a gear on your back.
I mean, fuck. 60 pounds of gear, like, all over you, you know? Like, fucking crazy, dude. It's nuts, man. It's nuts.
So let's shift the topic. I remember
Yes.
right before we started, or off camera, as people like to say.
Oh, off camera, yeah. Before we started the recording. Yeah.
Off camera, we were talking about Cringe-topia, some of the softcore porn coming over to Twitch.
Yes.
I mean, the association I have with Twitch is 100% gaming. I've never run across anything weird, but I mean, that doesn't mean that there's not opportunity for some weird stuff. So what am I missing? What am I not aware of that's going on Twitch besides like my close friends gaming and streaming?
Well, yeah, like, I mean, you watch some gaming and you know a few streamers and obviously some of our friends, but yeah, it's gotten to the point where this meta of like, because, you know, there's a section called just chatting, part of Twitch, if you go to browse, which means you don't have to be playing a game, because sometimes you can get, I don't know if you can get in trouble or not if you're like saying you're playing this game but you're really not.
Really?
I don't think you can get in trouble, but it's just, it misleads people in certain categories. It makes it hard to categorize, you know? So the just chatting part is obviously exactly what it sounds like. You can do anything, basically, because you're just chatting. We could be streaming this podcast right now in the just chatting category. And when you usually go into there, I would say at nighttime, there's a lot of streamers that do hot tub streams now, where they buy one of those indoor inflatable hot tubs, which are pretty fucking cool, if I may say so myself. But when the softcore porn starts to come in there, is that they don't get in with like a modest bathing suit. Some of these get in, and what I've seen on YouTube and like Twitch recap videos, because I watch those as well, it's like these girls sit on like a blow up banana in a thong bathing suit and whatever, and they do their thing. Now, I don't care like about this. I couldn't really care less, because whatever, you're making money. I'm fucking kind of jealous I can't sit on a banana and show my ass. So like I'm fine with it. There's some people that argue that it's not like family friendly, but like when you go to a stream of a guy who's playing video games, my stream that I do every now and then, it'll say this streamer has said this is for 18 plus explicit, like if you're going to say bad words or blah, blah, blah. So that is already there.
Or make a kid wish he wasn't ever born.
or do that, you know, by bodying him in the game. But people are arguing like this is not meant for Twitch and all this stuff, which like whatever. To me, I don't fucking care.
Well,
in most part, but
if it falls outside of the terms and conditions that Twitch states, then they should be kicked off.
And it doesn't.
But if it doesn't,
it's kind of a loophole in a way, but it's like it's a loophole at the moment that I think exactly what they're doing. Like I said, like really small bikinis, like literally showing full ass in a thong bikini. That's a bit much. Yeah. I don't care, but I'm saying it's a bit much, maybe with the terms of service, but they're kind of getting around it. Some people get banned every now and then for a few days. Some of those streamers that you see, like on Twitter, I see it's like been banned. And they're like, for what?
Are you looking at the Just Chatting page on Twitch?
I'm on it right now.
If I scroll down,
yes,
50% of them are chicks, maybe more.
Yeah.
If I scroll down,
well, I saw another one. I see a hot tub chill one right here. 242 viewers. There's another one right there. Hot tub and drinks.
Dude, this title
There's one right there. We got partnership.
This title says, "Convince me to get a hot tub."
Dude, we're about to get a hot tub and do a fucking hot tub podcast.
That's crazy.
So like, dude, like I said, I'm kind of jealous. I can't do this.
Convince me to get a hot tub is pay me small.
Donate me money until I have $600 so I can buy a hot tub and start another one and make more money. Which, guess what? I'm jealous of the grind, dude. I wish I could be doing that. So like, I really don't care. The whole argument of it shouldn't be on Twitch is like, they have a just chatting area for a reason, you know? And if they can do it and get around the terms of service, why not at the moment? It's just, it is like the same thing as streaming on any sort of like website where people, I saw
If
this one, yeah.
If you're watching this and you're watching something like this, it's like softcore anime. It's basically what it is.
So
the equivalence of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously real people, but it's
Yeah.
the equivalence of that.
So you see, this girl's playing League of Legends, and it's funny because like her game is so much smaller than like her webcam.
It's the
view.
opposite ratio.
It's the opposite ratio of game to webcam. Which guess what? She's got her boobs out almost, like she's got super cleavage in this low cut tank top. But guess what? It's like, why do people care?
Yeah.
This works obviously with all these people that watch her and donate money. Guys can't do that, and guess what? Whatever, it's just part of it. We got to be good at games or funny to to get viewers like this. If I could get viewers as easy, I would.
I would too.
That's why I don't like hate on it.
I've always said if I was a chick, I would be a big slut.
That's what, dude. So would I.
Yeah. No, you and I would just have front-facing cameras, and we'd be playing League of Legends right
Yeah,
now.
dude. That's why I don't hate on this kind of stuff. Like, it, whatever.
This guy
I don't
here,
know.
and I'm looking at the comments. It says, "You look cute," and this
Wow,
other
that's so
person
sweet.
says, "I like your top." And this, I don't
Those
know.
are some of the sweeter comments, dude.
Whether they're 10 years old or whether they're 70 years old, they're coming in and they're being creeps. I mean, whether they mean to or not, and they're getting this girl views.
Yeah.
But they're also setting up a platform for them to have exclusive content for people that want to pay, right?
Some of these,
Not all of them,
no.
but still an opportunity.
Some of these people obviously have like OnlyFans and stuff.
Right, which
Guess
I
what
don't
is
have any-
even. I give them credit again.
I don't have any problems with
Look
it.
how much money you're making. I wish. I fucking wish, dude.
Yeah.
I'd be throwing shit around if I could, but I can't.
I wouldn't encourage my friends to. I wouldn't encourage people to. That's just not what it's not where I am. It's not where my headspace is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if that's the route someone wants to take, more power to you. Because as a guy, I can't do that. But that opportunity is out there.
Well, it's like guys can do the OnlyFans thing. It's just I don't know. Like
That's just kind of like saying, wait a second, you're going to go in debt, $150,000 to have a future and make money? What's the purpose behind that?
dude.
Well, there's already a bunch of people doing it, so I might as well do it as well. It's the same kind of avenue. It's like you're making money, but what do you want from Chick File? You're making money,
Nice.
but it's like, do you want to go in debt, $150,000, or do you want to put your body out and expose it?
And make $150,000 in a month.
They're not equivalent in what I'm saying, but it's like there's got to be a give and take in some certain direction.
It's just with how Twitch is and how the OnlyFans industry has been. It's like, look how easy it is for a lot of these girls to exploit men.
Dude,
men suck.
we're disgusting.
I'm saying, like, men are terrible, and I wish I could show men this and then pay me this thousands and thousands of dollars just a month. But like, I can, which like I said, I'm jealous that.
Well, we still have an idea for your OnlyFans, which could be you doing like ASMR, making real nice cocktail drinks
In an apron,
and an
naked.
apron, just an apron. I think that would work, but
Yeah.
still, I mean, I can't hate on the people that have OnlyFans. I can't hate on the people that have Twitch. If you want your kids to not go and watch those profiles, let them know, like, hey, if you're on Twitch, you're going to run across this. I encourage you to not. 'Cause
Yeah.
it could lead you down a path that could absorb your attention more than what you need to be absorbing your attention, because maybe it can
Yeah.
go to other things. But if it happens, hey, kid, you're a boy or you're a girl.
That was another one of those arguments was like, my kids are on Twitch and like they're gonna watch this. Like the Twitch streamer that's doing, let's say, the hot tub stream or whatever, is not in charge of who watches their stream. Like, they're not in charge of regulating the people that come in, whether it's a kid on his fucking phone or iPad or like a young kid. That's up to the parent or whatever. Like, if they want to be regulating what they watch, it's not up to the person actually streaming to control how many people come in. You know what I'm saying? Or who and what comes
Yeah.
in. They can, to the extent by saying this stream's for mature audiences only, and
It
that's
should be up to the website to have a better filter system.
It has a decent filter system with that, meaning you choose to say if it's for mature audiences or not, and then from there on out, it's just filtered on views and stuff like that. But
if you get on Twitch, and you try to mess with their loophole, and you have content that's made for adults, and you try to maybe do a little period where you try to loop around that system, and you say it's not for adults, for younger people, you're a piece of crap.
Yeah, well, yeah. If you like,
you should be totally banned from your IP address at that point. In my opinion, you should be honest.
Well, if you're trying to be like grimy like that and say it's, these people, most of the streams you see are pretty straightforward. Everyone knows what they're doing.
Right. You're either gaming, chatting, or you're in a hot tub.
Which
right.
The hot tubs are getting more prevalent. The gaming is always going to be there, and then the just chatting is always going to be there too. But the hot tubs are getting popular now. And guess what?
Hot tubs are getting hot, dude.
Twitch might say fuck it and axe the hot tub idea soon. But guess what? They're also making money. So like
for Twitch, and they're bringing more users to
That's
Twitch.
what I mean. Exactly. These people watching the hot tub streams are also going to be watching other places. Maybe. I'm saying maybe.
Maybe a small I mean, I'm sure that Twitch gets a percentage of whatever the users bring.
That's what I said. So the subs that these hot tub streamers get, depending on if they're partners with Twitch, they have a contract that they sign. So like a specific contract. They'll work out what Twitch gets per sub, and they'll get a decent amount. If you're an affiliate, I don't know how it works like that. That's one down from a partner. I'm pretty sure it might be like 50-50 or something like that. So they get money every sub. Donations are different. They're directly to the, to the streamer, of course, unless you do bits, which I'm pretty sure is split. But they're making bank, dude, with these hot tub streamers that are getting hundreds and thousands of, subs a day. Some are getting obviously thousands, like that. But dude, so it's hard to go into your company board meeting and be like, "Hey guys, let's talk about the hot tub pandemic on Twitch. Should we get rid of it?" And the guy over in the corner is like, "Well, I did the numbers last night, and we're bringing in another."
This is 40% of our income right now.
Well, yeah, like in the last couple months,
30% of our income.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard for them, I feel like, to fight, but
especially if a lot of their guys or a lot of their interns and people in charge are men.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want anything from Chick-fil-A?
I already ordered. You need to send in your order. So you can tell me what you want, and I'll type it, or you can type it. So
I like the deluxe sandwich.
The spicy one or the normal?
Spicy one.
So just that? You just want that meal?
Yes.
All right.
I don't know. Maybe they're...
Oh, no.
No, with the food, I'm fine with that.
Oh, okay. I thought you were... As soon as I said it, I thought you were like, no.
With the food, I'm fine with that. But, like, I don't know. Like, are there any other platforms like Pornhub that have a streaming service like this where they can have the same kind of revenue, or?
So,
because if there's not, then Twitch is.
Oh, you mean like to live stream, like
to live stream
what they're doing? Yeah, of course there is, dude.
Thousands of people like this,
Yes, dude. There's a website called Chatterbait, which is only made for sexual things. People can do whatever they want, basically.
Maybe a small percent of video game streaming.
No, no. There's none.
Okay.
No, because you go to Twitch for that. This is made for sexual stuff and sex work like that. So yeah, that's where you can go. But it's like these people on Twitch don't want to obviously go to that length, so they're on Twitch doing like not half and half, but like because some of them obviously game still, and they sometimes do that, and then some maybe only do the hot tub thing. So it's like their medium area that they're just like, yeah, I can do it on Twitch and make a bunch of money. And if I ever do want to move on to the full type of, I would say, pornography work, you go to that streaming site, and depending on how popular you can be there, you can bring other people and stuff, and you can do more stuff that's not going to get you banned on Twitch. So, yeah, I mean, it depends on what they want to do personally, but they seem pretty. I'd be pretty happy sitting in a hot tub talking to 4,000 people in my chat, making hundreds of dollars a day, just rolling in.
Mm-hmm.
I would do it. Like I said, I would do it.
Yeah, but it also goes over to a totally different category where
go on.
Maybe someone's making more than someone that's actually working really hard.
Well, it's always going to be like that, dude.
Yeah.
The effort doesn't, like, the effort thing is another thing. Like, one, these girls do a lot of time on makeup and looking good and buying outfits and all this stuff. I know that doesn't seem like effort, but, like, I don't put on makeup every day.
Either way,
I don't know how makeup is.
Either way, you're still kind of not taking advantage, but you're working on people's hormones. And then
But that's hate. Who fucking cares?
It's their choice to give into it.
Yeah,
So
yeah, of
you're
course.
right.
So
Yeah.
like they're still putting effort in.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Like, and I think about that all the time. Not in this aspect, but in general. Like, even some gamer, streamers that might have had money even before they started streaming or something like that. That have a free setup, meaning they have just money to buy a free setup, or they have sponsorships and all that. On top of maybe you go down the list of somebody playing a game and you go to that have low views and they're working so hard to interact with their small chat and they're doing all this and they have cool animations, but they're making no money because maybe they're not affiliated or they don't have a lot of subs. That's just how it is, dude. So Twitch is so dense now with the amount of people that stream on it. There's probably like hundreds and hundreds of people that are working harder than the top 1%, but we'll never know who they are.
Yeah.
And a lot of these pro gamers that I watch that stream put little effort in. All they do is start up their stream. They have a webcam and their game. They don't have any graphics. They don't have anything like that. And they just
a normal
and they
background backdrop.
Just their house or whatever, in their room. Which I don't care because I'm watching them for their gameplay. I don't really care. But the effort is minimal. They don't have to do anything except play the game. They're making money from their professional career and then also from thousands of people watching Twitch.
And sponsors, probably.
And then
too.
obviously sponsorships of the team and sponsorships that you're doing individually. And then, you compare that to the people that aren't pro gamers, go down on the list, and
That's us.
They're doing more work.
That's us.
They're doing more work than they are. Obviously, they're not as good at the game. And you see, there's always parallels that you don't know, or not parallels, but whatever. There's always things that you don't really know, but it's always going to be like that on a website like this, which, whatever. I mean, I don't work that hard when I stream. I don't even put a webcam on. I just, hey guys, it's late night. I'm playing some Valorant.
Yeah.
And my brother comes in and watches me. So,
but also shout out to the people that do, like Dr. Disrespect, that do put a ton of effort in. I mean, maybe it doesn't feel like effort now because they're so used to it, but
the production quality, dude, and the transitions and his just everything, even his just him dressing up. Like his whole character is enough effort.
It's so good.
Like that's not him. He's not Dr. Disrespect. He's a person.
Yeah.
So like the fact that he has a whole persona already and has to dress up and playing fucking sunglasses every day. I'd kill myself playing in sunglasses.
Yeah, I tried playing in some blue light blocking glasses that were orange, and my performance was worse.
Yeah, but my normal, seeing eyeglasses they block blue light.
Oh yeah.
But they're just glasses, normal glasses.
Nice.
It does put a green tinge on kind of everything. It kind of makes the whole world a little greener, which I don't really notice too often, but when I'm on the computer it's not too bad, but during the day it's weird, but yeah. I don't know.
If you were a girl and you decided to open a Twitch channel,
yes,
how much of it would be, like what percentage of it would be you gaming, and how much of it would be your tits out?
Would I be the same? Would I have the same skill that I have now in gaming?
Sure, yeah.
Then most of it would be gaming because I'd be good enough to stand out a little bit.
I'd have a 50-50 split screen.
Well, I mean, I'd have boobs and they'd be out, but like I'd be gaming and I'd be good. So people would come and watch me game, but they'd also come and watch my boobies.
And once an hour, you would just do just face cam.
No, I'd be like, hey guys, every kill I get, I'm gonna do a jumping jack.
Not bad. Not bad.
Dude, that's what you gotta do, dude. Or I'll do something else. I don't fucking know, but jumping jacks, making money,
the exercise, right?
Because of the cardio.
From the cardio.
The cardio I will get.
Yeah.
And also money.
And money. Yeah, no, that's
Dude.
crazy.
Oh my god, Twitch! I wish, dude.
Shout out to Cryptid, who's a good friend of ours, and he's definitely interactive with his chat.
He's very interactive, and I give him props for that, for sure.
I got him to do yoga once. I had to build up my Twitch streaming view points, whatever those are. I got him to do yoga.
Extreme points
No.
yeah, whatever.
Was it some yoga that I wish was a little more advanced? Yes, but he still did some yoga.
Wow.
He did child's pose for like 5 minutes straight.
5 minutes?
Child's pose.
I can barely do that, bro.
That's a sleeping pose almost.
You sleep like that?
No, but I could.
I don't know if I could sleep like that.
Well, shout out to you for being in that position for 5 minutes straight.
Yeah, because I did yoga once. He was there. We did child pose, and I was kind of struggling.
It was cool though. He actually he switched to a dojo background.
Did he?
Yeah.
He switched it?
He switched to a dojo background. He has a green screen.
Yeah.
And then he also set it up to where it looked like there were several of him in the background. So there's multiple people doing the
That's actually pretty fucking
doing
funny.
the child's pose.
That's good.
That was so cool.
That's good. No, yeah. Shout out to Krypton, man. Blake. You the man. Don't steal my girlfriend.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Cryptid.
Yeah, let's move on from the Twitch talk. I feel like we hit every point we needed to, right?
Yeah. If you have an OnlyFans, good for you.
Fucking good for you.
But
God damn.
don't be my girlfriend.
Unless you're making $1 million a month.
Unless you're asking me to join in with you.
Well, yeah, it's got to be both of yours, dude.
Unless she's like, yeah, I mean, I like our content, but I think I get a little more reviews with me by myself. Okay.
It's like I posted our video together and it got 40% less views because nobody wants to see your hairy ass. And you're like, well, some people do. So you make your own OnlyFans called Hairy Ass Jake.
Hairy ass Jake.
And all you do is
Comb my body hair. Comb it.
people would pay for that, dude. 100%.
You think?
100. People pay for any sort of sexualized
What if
thing.
it's not really sexual?
But it is
intentionally.
in a way. Well, not intentionally, but like people will make it sexual.
Well, if you want to be my, if you want to be my director and producer, we get it going.
Absolutely, dude. And then you'll help me make some drinks, and while I'm in my apron and stuff, you'll help me set up.
Apron man.
And I can maybe record some like really sexy. I don't know if that's the right word. Really good voiceover for those videos. So like while I'm making the drink, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh God, what is that?
Oof. Sorry, that was rough.
It's quite loud.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, I never thought about that. I don't think I want to. Would I? Yeah, but do I want to?
Ooh.
No.
Would I? Yes, but do I want to? No.
Yeah.
So what would make you do it? Because you would.
Well, just doing it because I realized it would maybe bring in a little bit of side cash.
Maybe bring in.
You think?
Dude, OnlyFans, fucking, you might strike gold. You might strike gold, bro.
Is there anybody else out there brushing their body hair?
I don't think so. You might be the start of this niche category. And it might be slow at first because people are like, am I into this? Let me see if I'm into this. And then guess what? All of a sudden they're into it. They're a fiend. They're hooked.
Oh, I could wear outfits like other celebrities that have body hair. I could just pretend like I'm David Harbour or like Hopper, Chief Hopper for one, and just wear his hat and be like,
dude, you could cosplay in other people and do it so they can fantasize that it's somebody else.
oh, okay.
Dude, you've got the.
We're gonna cut this now. Cut the feed. Take that back.
All right, we're back after discussing our extremely lucrative idea for OnlyFans. So, if you heard anything, you didn't. You didn't hear anything. So,
Speaking of Dr. Disrespect, I threw him in his playlist in the background. So
it's pretty good music. I like this.
I got a friend that's so good at Warzone. When I see his highlight videos, it makes me want to play.
Is it me?
No, do you play Warzone?
I do. It's not downloaded right now because it takes up 200 gigs on my computer.
Largest game in the world? Yes.
But I will carry you.
For the most overrated game in the world? Yes.
I will open my backpack and carry you to victory
Well,
on that game.
doubt it.
Wow.
I'm not bad.
Really?
Really. I'm not bad. Yeah. I'm not bad. I'm not good. So when I kill myself after I play, yes. When I watch other people play, do I feel like they're better than me? Yes.
Oh, then you don't want to play with me, dude.
When I play with him, do I do well? Sometimes.
What is he playing on console?
He's playing Xbox.
Hmm.
Yeah, Xbox.
No wonder he's good. He's got aim assist. When I have the computer built into my console aiming for me 30% of the time, of course I'm going to be good.
I don't know the ratio.
I just made that up. I don't know. Aim assist isn't crazy. It is crazy in some ways, but it's not too bad.
I need a potty break.
All right. Potty break.
Do you have Spotify on your computer?
Indeed I do.
I like looking at my friends that I follow on Spotify and looking at what they're
No.
listening to.
No.
Like this. This is Steely Dan.
Okay.
A friend of mine, his name's Ian White. Never met him.
Friend of yours?
Friend of mine. I never met him.
Never met him?
But
Makes sense.
he's listening to Steely Dan, a song called Do It Again.
Nice. Nice. They can't hear this, but
And we can't play 10 seconds. We'll input that in.
Steely Dan, yep. I'll put that in, don't worry. I think. I don't even know what song it was.
Where do we go from here?
Where do we go from here? We're wrapping it up, but we'll chat for a few more minutes. What do we want to end on? My boy.
Steroids?
You want to end on some steroids?
No, I don't.
You want to do steroids for the pod? I'll do it, dude.
Nah, I don't care. Steroids are lame.
Yeah, but I'll do it. Say I won't. Say I won't.
He will not do steroids.
Oh, fuck. Next week, I'm one cycle in, and I'm fucking yoked. Like you. You're yoked, dude. Show him how yoked you are. Jesus Christ. That's Jason Bourne.
I'm so exhausted after that.
After crushing those pretzels?
Yeah, that's how yoked I am.
That's pretty dope.
Dopey yokey.
All right, you want to end it?
Sure.
Running out of things to talk about.
I mean, we hit the Twitch subject for a while.
No, I think we did pretty well. I hope you guys appreciated that.
If you didn't,
If you didn't, fuck off.
I didn't even know about it, but it's nice to kind of get a little bit of insight.
Yeah, this was episode 4. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be back at some point
Next week,
next week.
and then we'll take a break.
Yep, and we'll be taking a break. So it'll be a couple weeks, and then we'll be back again. So
It'll be 1 week after that.
yes, it will.
All right, everybody. Enjoy your
All right, guys.
week or your night or your day.
Whenever you're listening, have a good one.